Children, in the last video, we have seen what is algorithm and how to create it. Today we'll see what is flowchart and how to create it.
Flowchart is a diagrammatical representation of a problem solving process, that is algorithm. By the algorithm we have simplified the problem. How we have simplified the problem? We have steps we have written. Now we'll see what are the advantages of flowchart. It helps in analyzing the problem in a more effective way. You can analyze the problem effectively. It is a better way of communicating the logic of a system, and it helps in finding out the error. Once you create the flowchart, you can check yourself what mistakes you have done, what errors are there, and you can rectify the errors before designing the program, because the program is designed on the basis of algorithm and flowchart only. Once you create the algorithm, on the basis of algorithm you go ahead, you create the flowchart, and on the basis of flowchart you create the program. Here we'll see what are the symbols used in flowchart. As I told you, flowchart is a diagrammatical representation of problem solving process, that is algorithm. So to create a flowchart we have to use some symbols. The symbols, as I told you I will always start and stop the algorithm. Same with the flowchart, and same will do in the program. To start and stop, we use start and stop box, that is oval shaped box in the beginning and the end, and at the end we'll use this oval shaped box. Then to take input and to show the output, show the result, we'll use input and output box, that is rectangle. Oval shaped box is used to start and stop. Rectangle is used to take input and to show output. For processing, to show the processing, we'll use parallelogram. Decision box, to show the decision, to take the decision. The decision means you have to say yes or no, or when you're comparing greater than or comparing two numbers, you're finding out greater number or smaller number, then there you'll use this decision box. Next, flow lines. See, when you create a flow chart, you have to join these shapes, and to join these shapes you will use flow lines. 4 flow lines are there: top, bottom, left, right, then last connector. The connector is a circle. This connector is used to connect the parts of the flow chart. Suppose you are creating a program where four different parts of a program is there. You are joining them, so you will connect these 4 different parts of the program, parts of the flow chart, using this connector. Okay, children? So these are the symbols which we'll use in flowchart. The first is start and stop box. Second, input and output box, start and stop, oval shape box, rectangle for input and output, parallelogram for processing. Processing means what processing will takes place, means what task will be done here, means calculation. Generally we'll use it for calculation. Decision, to take the decision, diagonal shape box. Flow lines, to join the shapes, and then connector to join the parts of the flow chart. Now we'll see how can we convert an algorithm into flow chart. Here we'll convert an algorithm to flow chart to find out the area of a rectangle. First of all, we'll write down an algorithm to find out the area of a rectangle. Step 1 will be start. Step 2 will take two sides of a rectangle. You know the rectangle has opposite sides of rectangles are equal, so we'll take two sides, L and B or A and B. Then step 3, you'll calculate the area by multiplying these two sides, and you'll get the result, that is area. You'll print the area, and last you'll stop the algorithm. To find out the area of a rectangle, what algorithm we have written? First start, then take two numbers, take two sides, then multiply these two sides. Why multiply? Because the formula of rectangle of area of rectangle equal to L into B. So we'll multiply these two sides and then print the area, last stop. Here now we'll convert this algorithm into flowchart. See, this I have converted algorithm into flowchart. As I told you, in the starting and at the end, we'll start use oval shaped to start and stop the flowchart. Then we have taken two sides, that is A and B input. For input we have used parallelogram. Now here we are multiplying this A and B into B, that is processing. We are doing processing here, that is multiply. We are multiplying the A and B to find out the area equal to A and B, and after multiplying these two sides we'll get the result. So we'll print the result in parallelogram, that is output we are showing here, and the last we got the result. Now we'll stop it. So to start and stop we have used oval shaped. To take input and to show output we have used parallelograms, and to show the processing we have used here rectangle shape. So children, this way you can convert algorithm into flowchart. In the book, number of examples are given for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. You can take example from the book, or you can take help of the book, and you can create algorithm for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and this algorithm can be converted into flowchart. So I hope you must have understood what is algorithm, what is flowchart, and how to create algorithm and flowchart for particular